Hello, I posted a wrap earlier this week and it was requested that I do a tutorial. This is my first tutorial and I hate myself on video, so bear with me. I am, to start off with, wearing my Wendy shaper. I decided to do two different colors so that it just kind of showed how I put these two together. This is my no-slip headband from Wrapunzel in black, obviously, and then my Wendy in blonde. I also have a black Wendy that is my one that I wear most of the time. So for this wrap today, the other day when I posted it, I used a Wrapunzel signature scarf, one of the rainbow ones, and a Sari scarf. I think it was a Harmony. I'm not 100% sure. One of the Sari scarves with the fun ends to them. Pretty sure it was a Harmony scarf. And so today I'm going to use the Million Dreams scarf, which is one of my favorites, and I use it all the time. And then a Sari scarf in blue, and I asked for royal blue for that because this is the color blue that I tend to wear. Okay, so for me, my size head, I have kind of a big head, so some of the wraps that people post, I cannot figure out how to make them work, but hopefully this one will work for everybody. So I fold it, let me see if I can go back a little bit, just about in half. And this one, as you place it on your head, you want the tails even on either side. So, and I do have a mirror right here, so if I'm looking over here instead of at the camera, sorry about that. Okay, so try and get the tails even, or as even as possible. And we will just cross over in the back. I am not going to tie it. And then I like to kind of sort this out, and then after it's sorted, I tuck it kind of under my arm. Sort this side out. Of course, it's not going to sort well because I'm filming. Okay. There's a spot there that's bothering me. There we go. Okay. So you're going to take that and tie it up here toward the front of your head, about like that, and then just leave it there for the time being. So now this is another Harmony scarf, again, like I said, in royal blue, and again, just from the middle of it, place the middle on top of your head, and then cross in the back, like I did before. And for this one, because you're already bunching it, you don't really need to sort it out. Okay, so then I just tied that one. So now you just have two bows in a row, or two ties kind of in a row. It ends like this. And so then from here, I took the, whichever side, it depends on how you tie. What I've found, at least, is I think everyone kind of has a certain way that they tend to tie. So whichever of this scarf is facing forward, like coming out of the front of the knot, grab that one. And then whichever one is coming out of the back, so like kind of the opposite, the kitty corner of that one. So take that and cross this one under and in front, and then so I'm basically tying the Sari around the Million Dreams. And then when I sort this out, I take this knot and I kind of make the tails go back of the Sari scarf, and I kind of let this, if you can see, let this knot kind of be a little loose. And then, so now I'm going to grab the other tail, and sometimes, like especially with this one has a lot of these tassels, so I'm going to kind of fold in so that not all the tassels are in the way. And then take the sari scarf on this side and kind of do the same thing, except for this time I am basically tying this one around the sari scarf this time. And make the tails of the sari scarf go back again. And then what I kind of do is I just mess with it, because you're going to end up just leaving these tails here. So just sort of mess with it until you like how it looks. And then all I do is I take these two that are left here of the Million Dreams, and I tuck them behind the sari here. I hope you guys can see with all my scarves in the background. It's kind of hard to, maybe I should have chosen a plainer spot to try and record this. And then tuck this one. I tuck it behind the sari. You could probably, depending on the look that you're going for, you could get it to tuck in between these two here under this part of the Million Dreams if you wanted to also. So then that's the finished product, and it gives you, if you can see, kind of a woven knotty look on the top. It looks super ornate and like you know what you're doing a lot more than you might, or at least a lot more than I know what I'm doing. And I've been experimenting with it because I was asked to do a tutorial, and so then I've been using other scarves and just trying to figure out exactly how I did it in the first place. I had an idea, but then I realized that I didn't know exactly which scarves or which tails that I grabbed first to knot and all that kind of stuff. Also for beginners, I have found that my wraps stay in place better. The ones that you tie on top of your head instead of in back, for my head, they tend to stay in place better than the ones that you tie on top tend to stay in place better than the ones that you tie in back for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I will tell you guys, the other day, hold on just a second, let me grab a couple scarves. I did this wrap, and I did it with the, what is this? Can't Catch Me scarf, which I think Tisha, I don't know how to say your name. I think she said she just bought this, Tisha Fox, recently, which I couldn't believe that she hadn't had it before because it's such an amazing scarf. So this is one of those scarves that I think Wrapunzel always has, and dude, you guys, you gotta get it. This thing goes with everything, and it's awesome. So anyway, I used this one yesterday or the day before with a golden tan sari scarf, and that ended up really, really cool. It looked awesome. Another one, like I said, where is it? I used a multicolor sari scarf with, this is the Wrapunzel signature scarf that everybody should have at least one of. So I did that with a multicolor harmony scarf. That was beautiful. And I think, honestly, even without the sari tails, anything with like tassels, like even if you did the Million Dreams scarf in the back, I think it would look cool too. So anyway, hope you guys like it. And you won't see very many of these tutorials because I do not like to be on camera, but I wanted to let you guys know how to do this wrap. So have a wonderful day, and I love you all. Bye.